Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In our previous classes, we have seen about the super keywords and the typecasting. Let us see the next concepts today. Next, we are going to learn about the wrapper classes. In Java, every primitive data type has a corresponding class which works like a wrapper or a primitive. Hence, these classes are called as wrapper classes. Now, usually we have seen certain chocolates. So inside the chocolate, there will be the real chocolate. Above it, there will be a wrapper. So these wrapper classes act like these chocolate wrappers here for the chocolate. Chocolates will be char, byte, short, long, float, double, boolean, whereas their wrappers will be for the char. Every time you need to use character. For byte, a capital B with byte, short, capital yes, short. In long will be having integer, float will be having float, double, boolean. So these are the corresponding wrapper classes. So how to use them? Let us see. All the wrapper classes are final classes present in java.language package. Let us see the uses of this wrapper classes. These are used to present a primitive data type in the form of object to convert string to the primitive types. If you are having a certain integer or a floating number or any other data type which you want to concentrate it as an object, or if you want to show that that particular thing is an object, then we are going to use these wrapper classes. And to convert a string to primitive data type, we are going to use these wrapper classes. So let us see the first one, primitive form to an object form. So now here you have byte b is equals to 20. For this byte, you need to convert this data type into an object. So always when you create an object, we use the new keyword. So here it is byte wb1 is equals to new byte b. So we are putting this byte b inside this byte class, or we are creating an object byte. Here you can see an object of that thing has been created. It is having the class byte. The reference number is 92CB. This is the dummy number. Anything can be added over here. And this is the integer. This will be allotted by the machine by itself. Now here you have int. Now if you want to convert this int I to one particular object, then you are going to use a new integer I. So this is how you are going to convert any of the bytes or any of the data type or primitive data type to object. The next is string to primitive type. We have seen it converting from one data type to an object. Now let us see how we are going to do it with the string. Now if it is a string, how we can convert it to primitive data type. Now usually being it as a string means if you have to take it, now think for example you have an application. So in your applications you are having two pages. One page will be your front end page and the other one will be your back end page. In the back end page, you are going to write your Java code or the back end code. In the front end, you are going to write your HTML code or web code. So here, when you're taking any object or when you're taking any data type here in your front end, you're going to always take it in the form of a string. And that string in your backend, even if it is a number, it will be taken as a string. And that number to be converted into its actual data type, we are going to use a string to primitive conversion. And here we are going to use the wrapper classes. Every wrapper class is a static method which is used to convert the string representation of primitives to actual primitives. Yes, we have seen it. We have just now seen it. And these methods are called as parse methods. Method declaration. So it will be something like this. Public static xxx is the data type here. It is a data type. Parse to that particular integer class. Parse it to that particular wrapper class. Now, if you see here, if I have int and I have to parse int to string s, and what it is, whatever the string that is there, that you have to parse here. And as an example, public static int, parse it to double. So you can see parse double. What you have to pass? The string that is there, you need to pass it to a double. Similarly, boolean and float. Let us see some examples here. Int I is equal to integer dot. Can you see this parse int to 20? And this will be the string. And here it is integer. Whatever the type was there, it will be called. And the public static that is there, that will be default. So it can also be omitted here. So double D is equals to double dot parse double. Parse it to double. Here same thing for the boolean. Then here what we have done is int x is equal to integer parse int of hello. Now this HELLO cannot come under string. It comes under string, it cannot come under integer, that is it is not number. So now if you are going to act like this, like if you are going to give it an integer and tell a string to get passed, so it is going to give you an error which is called as a number format exception. Next, boolean b1 is equals to boolean dot parse boolean of true, so it is going to parse. And if you are going to give hi, then it is going to give you again an exception that will be false. And again the same thing, even if you're going to give xyz, then also it is going to give you the result as false. But whereas if you're going to give a true or false, then only it is going to return to you with a value of true, or else it will be false. Here also, when we are converting it from the primitive data types from the wrapper class or any conversion like this, here also there are two things. One is autoboxing and one is unboxing. First, let us see about autoboxing. It is a process of automatic conversion of the primitive data type into its corresponding non-primitive wrapper type. For example, byte to byte, char to character, int to integer, long to long, float to float, boolean to boolean, double to double, and short to short is normal conversion that we have seen previously here. Now here, if it is byte b 50, boolean b1 is equals to true and long l is equals to, if it is having the same corresponding value with that of the wrapper class, then it is easily convertible. So this is called as autoboxing. Now, if it has the different data types, say for example, okay, now let us see an example for unboxing. Unboxing. It is a process of automatic conversion of non-primitive wrapper data into its corresponding primitive data. Int x1 is equals to new integer. So you have an integer object here. Integer x2 is equals to 619. So there are two objects of integer. Int I is equals to x2. Class calculator void add integer I. So this is a parameter here. System.out.println wrapper class plus whatever the I value will be there, that should be printed. Void add int I. So here you can see there is integer I is one thing and int I is one thing. So integer is with the wrapper class, it has to be told, and here it is a primitive data. So system.out.println primitive data of that and the value. So whenever you are going to call c.add45, then it is going to give you what output. So let us see it once in our Eclipse. We already know how to create a project. Create project, Java, next. So we have a class calculator to create. Inside this class, source, control N, calq, I'll just give the class name as calq. Here inside this class, I'll add a one void add method. So for this add method, you are having the parameter integer I with the wrapper class as integer I, and system.out integer. Save this. In the same way, we want another. Copy it, paste, and this will be int with int I. And next the main method. Inside the main method, c dot add function. You can select a with int I, and there are two things. If I'm going to give 45, and if I run this program, I'm gonna get what is it. Let me change it first here. Okay, let us run this program. So we saw the output as well. So this is all for today's video. For the next video of Java, stay tuned. Till then, bye bye.